Work for Europe, baby. Episode
5.5?
5.5. Yes,
Yeah,
man.
first off, we had a little technical difficulties last week. Our guest didn't wear headphones and it made a really bad echo, so we didn't get to put out an episode last week, unfortunately. But we're making it up to you this week, right, Matt?
Yeah, man. We have something special.
Yeah, but you're going to have to wait just a few more minutes. Matt's going to tell us about his week.
My
Don't
week
tell me
was
you were
good.
busy.
No, I was busy, but it was good. I loved it. It's last week before Christmas.
Yeah, I know.
So
Sneaking up on us.
everyone thinks there will be no 2024.
I never heard about that.
Oh no, it's a
No,
thing
what's
here,
gonna
man.
happen?
Because it's not a conspiracy theory. It's just people act like they don't. There's not going to be a next year, so they want to order everything and get everything done before Christmas.
Yeah, speaking of Christmas, I went to Graz this weekend with my parents. Doing some sightseeing and went to a Christmas market, and Christoph Fechtel was there from Calderon Blades on Instagram.
Was that a surprise or?
Yeah, I didn't know he was going to be there.
Oh fuck, that's cool,
That was
man.
cool. Yeah, he had a big table and he was doing some forging, some like live forging with kids, and my daughter got to make like a pendant for a necklace that looks like a leaf. So
Were
she
you
got to-
jealous?
Yeah, I was kind of jealous.
Yeah, you can't forge, right? Or you don't forge. I don't know if you can't. But.
I just don't have the equipment here at my house. No, I've forged a couple of times, but I'm definitely a beginner.
Well, why don't you have the equipment?
I just don't have the room for it.
You're a fucking knife shop, Keith.
Yeah. Matt, I got
Yeah.
something for you. Are you
Oh,
ready?
no. Maybe.
Here comes a turn in a man's life, where shit just needs to get serious. Matt, this is one of those times. So stop fucking around and get serious, bro.
What the fuck is this?
Well, you're always joking around talking about like pulling people's fingernails off with pliers and shit.
Mm-hmm.
We have a serious guest tonight. Do you know who it is?
We do. Yeah, I've heard of him before.
Mr. Benjamin Camone. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for the invitation. How are
Thanks
you
for
guys?
joining us. Good.
Another fucking famous guy.
Yeah, definitely. He's on the list of charity knife builders too. Did you already finish the knife?
No, I'm beginning next year, early next year.
Ah, okay.
But after my vacation, I'll be at
Some-
home for 2 weeks now.
Some
over
people
Christmas.
don't need 6 months to build a knife, Keith.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
that's true.
I actually do.
Well, the first 5.5 months thinking about it and then doing it last minute. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, right. No,
Yeah.
the wait list and all that, but slipping knives in there is difficult at times. Yeah.
So, what did you think about the profile? You were kind of worried about it when you heard.
I might just make very subtle adaptations. I mean, like super subtle, like you wouldn't even notice. But overall, I'm happy with it. Of course, Tang would look completely different with me.
Yeah.
But that's I guess I
Yeah,
mean
that doesn't
the
matter.
insides of the knife can't be a big issue for you guys if I change that.
No, definitely
Yeah.
not.
What do you
No.
mean big issue? What are they gonna do? Call the fucking shape police on you?
No, but I was thinking if it's a problem, the whole project should have one visual appearance, and if I
Right.
am the only one who is, going off that route, then I don't think that's a good thing for the other guys, right? And
Right,
that's
yeah.
why I asked. But
Yeah, makes sense.
yeah, I have
Mm.
certain, things I prefer in a profile, like how high the tip is, but we're talking nuances and how the profile should, how the knife in your rock chop, how it should contact the board. If you have a slight overgrind at the very end of the blade at the heel, then it will just very smoothly touch the board. Whereas if it's flat at the end, it will really have a hard impact, and that's what I'm talking about. Nuances like that.
Okay. So it'll be a one-of-a-kind Kamon knife then, right?
Yeah, like
Definitely.
always, right? Because I can't do a knife twice because I'm a moron.
You made an awesome textured walnut handle that I just saw on Instagram. How do we get the texture in something like that? Is that like bead blasted or?
Yeah, bead blasted. It's just with some woods it doesn't work at all. I don't know exactly which structures within the wood have to be there, but with ironwood it works super well. But some woods just have a very uniform structure within themselves, so there won't be any texture coming out really. Walnut works. But it's interesting with walnut mazer, for example. The mazering itself doesn't come out, so the color changes and all the swirls you have in mazer walnut, those won't come out. Not like with ironwood. With desert ironwood, they do. So yeah.
So you mean when you bead blast them, then you can't see that anymore?
Yeah,
or?
you can't see that.
Yeah.
With briar wood, for example, that works. All those little eyes and the swirls, all that comes out. Similar as with desert ironwood. But with walnut, it's only those needle-like structures within the wood that come out. So with curly walnut, it works really well for that reason. But with mazer walnut, it won't work.
Have you seen these, Matt? Do you know what we're talking about?
Yeah, I'm looking at them right now. It's fucking.
They look really, really good. What kind of like beads do you have to use? Plastic beads, because you can't use metal, right?
No, it's
You
it's
wouldn't want.
glass beads. But
yeah,
the
glass,
grid,
I thought that.
the grid, I don't know right now.
Yeah.
Probably a bit high.
Yeah, they're super fine. It almost behaves like liquid. The beads themselves.
It's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, and they help for finishes too. I mean, I'm finishing some of my end caps with the Bead Blast cabinet, and I really like that because I love high-end watches, and oftentimes, especially with dive watches or tool watches, the cases are bead blasted also. So that and it was always a fascinating finish for me. The glossy look, and it hardens the surface area too. That's nice.
Did you ever look into water jet finish? It's like a new thing. It's sandblasting, but then with water.
Yeah, I looked into that. It's super nice for hardened surfaces. So what bead blasting can't really do, at least with glass beads, is bead blast a hardened surface like Apex Ultra at 67 HRC won't work. That stuff you're talking about would work, but I inquired once about such a tool, you need for that, and it's fucking expensive.
Yeah,
like really expensive.
The technique behind it is pretty secret still. Not a lot of people know how to basically put like glass or sand into the water at such high pressure.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing. But I've worked at a company where we made like tanks and piping for food processing companies.
Okay.
And so normally the inside of the tank, they should be like over here we call it the surface should be RA 0.8 or something.
Okay.
I don't know the English for that, but apparently if we normally sandblast the surface, then all the food would just stick to it and keep sticking to it. But if they use the water jet, I don't know, we call it. Great, now I'm forgetting the name. I'll get to that later. But eventually it made sure that we did not have to grind anything anymore. It was just the best, the good roughness.
Yeah.
Yeah, surface roughness right from water blasting, basically.
Yeah. I've seen it first with folding knife maker, but I don't. Skiff. I think Skiff. You know the guy who makes the bearings also. I don't know if you know him. I think it's Skiff. And he presented the finishes on the frame lock handles on titanium, and it was super glossy, looking really nice. And I think he said something about getting the, grain, the surface area very uniform and all that, with pretty low, labor not a lot of labor intensive.
It's amazing. Yeah. I want to look up the company because I know actually the owner and the inventor of that technique. He's Dutch. And I think I still have his phone number.
Damn.
So
hook me up for cheap.
Yeah. Oh,
if Ben sends you a knife, you can get it taken care of.
Yeah.
The company I inquired, I think it was something between 10 or 20,000 euros. But that,
for the equipment, yeah.
Yeah, and that was without a compressor, I think.
Yeah, and I don't even think that's the real, because the installation that this guy has, but he basically when he invented it, he basically built like a fucking like a concrete, how do you call that, safe around it.
Yeah.
So that building, if you go there, there's like a 90 doors you have to go through, locked doors before you get to the actual machine. It's just crazy. That's because he was the first one, so he was the only one for a long time that could do that.
So interesting.
Yeah, well, imagine for all the companies that make tanks and equipment for the food processing companies, they don't have to grind anymore.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Yeah.
So even like if you water jet like the TIG weld inside of a tank, the surface is good. It's approved.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
So no more grinding, which saves so much time and money.
Yeah, 100%.
It's called Fiwatech. Yeah, now I know it.
And the process
Fiwatech.
itself?
It's highly secret. I know how he does it. I just don't know like how he the technical part. It's still a mystery. How he does it.
No. I meant the name. It's not called bead blasting, but I don't know the English term for the technique itself.
Yeah. Well, this guy always gets pissed off if we call it anything else than Fiwatech finishing.
Oh, okay.
So, but I think it's like it's like water blasting. I think water blast. But if I call it that, he'll get mad. There's some science behind it for you too, man. If you look into that with the surface finishing and stuff.
Yeah.
That's more your cup of tea, right? Science.
A little bit. I mean, hobby-wise, right? I'm not doing it seriously.
Hobby-wise, yeah.
So what's some of the science behind the new hook grind you're working on?
Yeah, I mean it's just an evolution of the old one. I mean inspired by the hook grind from Kippington. I made one myself, but decided to have an S grind, a hollow, on the food hand side. So when you're right-handed, the left side of the blade, so to say, just to enhance food release on that side too. Because what I noticed is food release is important on both sides of the blade. So that's how it started. It's asymmetric, and I had always had to ask the customer which his dominant hand is, obviously.
Right or left hand.
And then I don't know how exactly, but then I thought to make it symmetrically, and that's just how it is now, and I'm very happy with it. I'm having a knife for testing at home right now and making a few videos. Hopefully I'll post those at some point. Yeah.
So the first time I ever saw a hook grind was from shear knives, and I'm not really sure like what are they for and what's the benefits of the hook grind or
Yeah, so the idea is, I mean, S grind everyone knows, I guess, compound grind, S grind. The edge that forms between the primary bevel and the concave section of the blade is just of a very low degree. You know, it just falls off by a very low degree angle. With the hook grind, you have a really sharp edge at that point. And the benefit of that is that thin cucumber slice, for example, can't bend into the hollow and stick to the knife. So practically it just enhances the food release, really. That's the only benefit of it. It's just another technique to produce a more abrupt edge, I'd say. You know.
It looks so weird when you... it just looks like it's not possible if you look at it. It's so weird.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite possible.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I'm looking at it, but it's just weird.
Yeah, I mean, not everyone likes the appearance of it either. But I mean, it works really well. And another benefit could be, if you're into that, it makes the knife a lot lighter in weight. I mean, some guys want their blades to be hefty and have some weight to them, but if you're into that, they really lose a lot of weight due to the hollow and the hook grind.
You lose a lot of material.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, the downside could be that the blade overall gets more flexible. I mean, that comes with that also. Once you lose material, the cross section of the blade gets thinner, and therefore the overall knife gets more flexible. That's a possible downside.
So Matt, Ben's doing like all his grinds almost blindfolded because he's got a waterfall platen that is really like a waterfall. I don't know how you can even see what you're grinding in that thing.
That question I got a lot, especially when the machine was rather new, and I first showed it off to the guys. But I attached lamps really above the grinder, very strong LED lights that project exactly on the edge of the knife. And you know the steel is silver shiny, so you can really see it pop through, reflect through that waterfall.
I'm just imagining you need goggles for that thing.
Yeah, so far not, but maybe when I'm getting older, I don't know. No,
it's got like a full plexiglass sheet in front of it, and then like half circle where your hands go in, cut out kind of.
Yeah, exactly. So
near the edges.
Yeah, just so I don't get spilled as much. But since I'm grinding with a controlled angle, I really have to see the thickness on the edge of the blade. Once I do that, I don't have to look for angles. I don't have to watch out to, grind down to the spine or anything. That's all fixed. That's all controlled, and I just have to look at the edge thickness, and that reflects due to the bright light. So it's
there's definitely no heat buildup there.
No, I tried it. I tried to give it my all, and just with waste blades. It's not possible to overheat.
No. It's pretty amazing. So
are you using that jig from Tobin Grinders when you do the S grinds, or do you do them freehand?
No, the S grinds I have another jig for them. I'm doing them a little different because I'm grinding the S grinds with the edge of the knife looking downwards. It's complicated to explain the jig, but I'm having a little different jig for that. Yeah. And the angle jig for the primary bevel, is what Tobin has, or yeah.
Yeah. So when I took the class, the way we did the S grind was the cutting edge up to get the primary bevel in, and then blade down to do the S grind, like you said.
Oh, okay. Then
so
then they will
probably use his jig.
I think he uses mine actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's a really nice jig though.
Yeah, I like it too. I mean, there are a few things to be aware of, and for example, it's fixed. You know, the jig is fixed to a certain how do you say Abstand?
Distance.
Yeah, distance to the belt, right? And when you're having a very coarse belt like a 36 or 40 grit belt,
Yeah,
then
it changes constantly.
exactly it changes the distance. So you have to be aware of that. I mean, it's not super fast, you know, but if you're grinding with big belts like mine, and I can grind 5 to 10 blades easily with one belt, you have to be aware of that because the angle therefore will change between the first and the 10th blade. So you have to adjust it on the go, but little things like that.
So I think the new version actually has like a hand dial to take care of that for you, so you can get the fine adjustment towards the belt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. No, great tools though. Do you have the what's it called now? The new press that he's got, the rolling press.
No, I haven't. I don't have any hydraulic press, but I really want one. Either hydraulic press or eccentric, you know, one of those eccentric presses, but the machine-driven ones, the electrical ones.
You need a little bit more followers. I see that. What's his name? Honor. I think he just gets that stuff for free.
Yeah,
I don't know.
to test them out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to test them out, and then he's supposed to do a review on it or something like that, right?
Yeah, but he never does, I think.
No, they're expensive. I don't think he's giving away one of those.
No, I don't think so. I
think it's like $7,000.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. I mean, it's probably worth it, but damn.
I wouldn't want to be in the position of having to advertise for something either. I don't know that I ever, you know, small gifts like that I take, but I wouldn't want to take something like that for free. It's
$7,000, man. You can get like 2 Ben Commode knives for that.
Yeah, right. or one.
Or one. Yeah.
That would be nice.
Yeah, that would be nice. No, depends on if you're Ben Commode or not.
Yeah, true.
So we're gonna do Wanker of the Week, Matt. Do you already have one?
Depends on if you do. You have one.
Welcome to Wanker of the Week.
Yeah, I got one, but mine is gonna be quick. You want me to go first?
Yeah, do it.
Christmas music. That stupid last
come on,
Christmas
man.
song. Like 50 times a day, Mariah Carey. I don't care what she wants for Christmas.
A beating heart, I think. Oh. Sorry, was that a nasty joke? Okay, yeah, well, I don't understand why you would hate on Christmas music. It's great.
I smell a slight sarcasm here.
No, I love it.
Really?
I actually like Christmas music. Yeah.
Oh.
I think you're the only guy in the world.
No, I like
Really?
good Christmas music too.
Mm-hmm.
Like driving
I love
home
it.
for Christmas.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's
The feeling alone, it's just great. I love it.
Driving drunk for Christmas.
Okay, want to hear mine?
Yeah.
It's Toby Merle again.
Why? What do you do now?
Did you listen to the last podcast?
No, I
Fire
got
Sale?
I got
They
my
did
parents
this-
visiting, so I've been behind a little bit on podcasts.
They did a fucking mashup with the Makeshift podcast, and he was just so obnoxious and loud. I think he was drunk or something. It was terrible. So, Toby, fucking control yourself. It was terrible. He was very loud and very annoying.
Ben, you've heard this skit before, I think, if you listen to the podcast.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what a wanker is, right?
Yeah.
All right. Do you have a wanker of the week?
Yeah, my bank account. I'm draining it right now to reduce income, so I don't have to pay that much income tax. So,
Uh-huh.
yeah, but
Luxury problems.
kind of, because it hurts seeing the
Yeah,
the reduced numbers. Then
yeah. I have a
So
web
what do you-
shop you can spend some stuff on, so you can.
oh, I sell knives.
Mm.
You're interested?
Are they reductible? Yeah, you could sell them as tools, right?
100%, of course.
Okay.
So do you buy yourself something for the shop, or?
Yeah, I mean, a few little things. Nothing big this year, but I paid the Social Security upfront for the next year. I always do that because you can deduct it, and then you won't have those quarterly, like 2,000 euros or
Yeah.
3,000 euros. All of the sudden, I mean, it's quarterly, and usually it shouldn't be a surprise, but I'm always surprised by that. So I'd rather get that out of the way at the
It's so annoying.
Yeah.
It's just so annoying. It always fucks up your cash flow.
yeah, and
So yeah, if you can manage to throw it all at once, and
yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's an estimate, so it's just a little lower than what it's actually gonna be, and usually last quarter I have to pay a little, but I mean, the majority of it is done with.
smart business thing.
Business tips from Ben.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes I have luck.
Did you have some business tips, Keith?
Do I have some?
Yeah.
No, not off the top of my head. Let's think about it.
What a fucking annoying question, right?
Yeah.
So, do you sell file guides?
Me?
Yeah,
I do. Yeah, I do.
I want to sell file guides as well.
I'll sell you some.
I bet you. How much are they?
95 euros.
That's for the customer.
That's for you.
Okay.
Ben, did you get a package from me recently?
Yeah. I think you pissed into a container, 5 liters.
Yeah.
Could that be?
It took me a couple days. But
Gator pee.
Right.
did you test it out yet?
I didn't have a chance yet. I just built the
Yeah.
container today and didn't have a knife either to test it on, but I figured since Martin Huber talked very positively of it, and it's, I hear it everywhere. I first I thought mixing it myself, then I saw the price, then I thought don't bother with it and buy it. So
Yeah. Well, Martin Huber was, I think, he's the first one who bought it off me when I started with selling gator piss. He bought like 4 cans at once.
damn.
Yeah. He was like, "Fuck that! I'm gonna need 4 cans." It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I think I was the first one to order though. I ordered one from you, and then I wrote to Martin and told him where to get it.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry, Keith.
I'm feeling
Didn't want to hurt your
tensions.
feelings. Yeah, I didn't want to hurt your feelings, man. Jesus.
You did.
I'm gonna check it now. You only bought 1 item. Yeah. Oh, you're actually right. You were the first.
That's right. You forget
Yeah.
everything. He wrote me at 8:00 tonight and told me I was late for the podcast. The podcast doesn't start till 8:30.
Let me check. Oh yeah, he was later. I forgot about you because you
Right.
only bought 1.
Actually, I bought 600 liters off you.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. You're great. I love you.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm glad we
It's
figured
actually
that out.
picked up a lot.
Hmm.
The sales just like picked up again on those. I don't know what happened. A bunch of people bought some this week.
Oh. Maybe it's because I keep telling people to stop ordering from me and order from you.
I really thought it was because Ben started using it and put a picture on Instagram, but I couldn't find it.
I think I actually didn't. Usually I do that and tag people. I have to do that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
No, I thought when all of a sudden the sales started
Keith is
going
being
up,
so
I'm
snippy today. What's wrong with you?
Nothing.
Oh. I mean, you realize you two are laying on the couch right now. I'm solving this issue.
You're like the referee.
Yeah.
Psychiatrist. Yeah, last week we had the guy Earl from Veteran Knives. Have you ever heard of him before, Ben?
I don't think so. The name doesn't. But I oftentimes follow guys I don't know by name.
And
So
forget. Yeah.
Like me.
actually, I couldn't. I wasn't able to find your name anywhere. I forgot. Then I was looking at your website, at your podcast. Then at some episode your name was mentioned, but I had to really look hard for your name, man.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, and yeah,
is it not on my website? No, I don't think so then.
no,
Should
no.
look for it.
I looked into About Us and all the terms of use and all that. Nowhere to find.
No, my God, it's not even up there.
That's not good.
You're right. Well, at
No
least I
business
can
tips
tell,
from
like-
Ben.
See?
Yeah, I'm just gonna tell people like Ben. Ben just kept trying to find me, but he couldn't.
I tried hard.
Did you see anything interesting on it while you were inspecting my website?
I honestly didn't look into the shop.
Damn it.
I was so focused on the task of learning your name that yeah. Sorry.
No, we're gonna have to do that episode again.
Yeah, we totally fucked that up. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
Was there anything else we addressed on that podcast that... Yeah. You told us, or me, that the Americans think we hate them.
Yeah, that's
Right?
what I heard.
Maybe those fucking Yanks have to look into your background.
Yeah.
Because what are you?
American.
We don't hate you, American people.
No.
We love Americans. I personally hate your way of measuring things. Your way of how do you say that? Basically that entire system you use. That's
Imperial.
the only thing I hate. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
That's ridiculous, but
It's
most
very
Americans
confusing.
know it themselves.
They do. Oh look, this is like 1/1,000th of an inch thick. Like, all right, man.
Yeah, well, we still use that. Like, if somebody asks me how far something away that it is, I would say it's a half hour away. Like, and you guys always do distance, and for me, it's like the size of an elephant, and it's about a half hour from here.
Huh.
Yeah.
By what?
By foot, by car, however you want to get there. I don't know.
Okay, but are you actually
No, it's usually by car. So
Okay.
if you were talking about something's
What if I'm riding a fucking
kilometers away.
camel?
then save your pennies and get a car.
Sell the camel and get a car. Yeah, probably wise. Yeah.
Yeah, that gets like super confusing when you're working with like mills and trying to do fractions, and it gets really
man.
confusing.
Yeah,
Just
it's
put
come on,
something in the
man.
middle, and yeah.
Yeah, but it's just they're just being stubborn. There's just and that's
really,
I
it
mean,
is.
no one with the right mind would keep using that.
The crazy thing is that, as far as I know, at least I know from the Apollo programs, that they are using for fine machining and all that stuff. They are using metric as well. So
Of course, you can't be in in that like small space every time and then using fucking inches to it's ridiculous.
yeah, I don't like it either. Mostly I don't like the non-scalability of them. You know, with metric, it's 1 millimeter, 1 centimeter, 10 millimeters, and so on. But with inch and feet and yards, I don't think that works that way.
No,
That's
I still have no clue
yeah.
what everything is.
Well, we've shit on some Americans. I'm sure you lost a few listeners. Nice.
Yeah, again. now they're gonna fill up Brian's DMs again. Like, your European podcast people don't like Americans.
Hey, we got 7 people who do like us though on our Patreons list, man.
Who are they?
This happened. The last guy, the newest one, you got to do it again this week because I can't pronounce it.
Okay.
We got Christoph Stiegler from Kanji Knives. We got Sven from Nord Artesian. We got Johan Fagerland from Fagerland Bladesmiths. Travis Haynes from Bird Forge. Roy Rutten. Mark Vanderwerf from 118 Blades. And the last guy, Matt.
Yeah, you think I have it like downloaded somewhere what the name was? Try it.
Chi de Argent.
Oh, that was a Chi d'Argent, I think. I think it's like French.
Is it
French.
French? Yeah, could be.
You try. Come on.
Chi d'argent.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there we go. I'm gonna have to
Jesus.
sample that one.
Yeah, say
have to
that again.
sample that
Man. Yeah, do it.
Chi d'argent. Oui.
Jesus Christ. Are you French?
Oui.
Oh, Lord.
I just said it because I don't know for in French. I think it's no.
No.
Yes, I think it's yes. Oui.
Oui.
Yeah,
Yes.
but
No.
I said oui because I don't know to say no.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I got it.
Sorry. No, I had
Yeah.
two years French in school, but I don't
Oh,
remember
wow.
a lot. But this,
I had it too, but I can't speak one word. Yeah, like we and all the like croissant and eau de toilette and that stuff. But
Yeah.
other than that, nothing.
yeah, it's such a tough language, and I mean, I say that speaking German.
Yeah, I was gonna say German is a tough language.
German sucks, man.
You try Dutch.
Does it
Yeah,
suck
if
too?
you just jam German and English together, you got Dutch.
Yeah, we just add an E everywhere. It's English with an extra E.
Okay. I can read Dutch a little on. I mean,
Oh, can you?
yeah. I mean, I think if you're speaking German and you read it,
Yeah.
a lot of words make
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. It's almost. I don't know exactly, but I think that we use the same way of building up sentences,
Yeah, it could be.
and that's why. I mean, if you cannot. I don't know if that's true for German as well, but you cannot literally translate Dutch to English, for example. If you do that, you sound very stupid. Because half of the time we say the
sentences
the
are backwards.
words, yeah, it doesn't add up.
Yeah.
That's why it's very hard to learn as a second language.
Yeah. What I hate about about the German language is the articles and the
Yeah.
big and small, writing of nouns and what have you.
I'm
Yeah, that's
gonna
confusing.
piss off some Germans here, but isn't German just like yelling everything angry and then you're fine?
Yeah, you gotta spit a little too.
Do you know that meme about what was it called? It's about like a pen, and then you have the pen is a beautiful word in every language, and then in fucking German it's like terrible.
Kugelschreiber.
Yeah, Kugelschreiber. The same with the butterfly, I think. What is it?
The link, yeah.
Yeah, Schmetterling. It's
I
like,
think history
Jesus,
fucked
calm down.
us with this one a little.
yeah, like calm your tits, Germany. You don't have to be angry all the time.
Sei leise.
Hmm. No, every German that I speak, it's always when we're making fun of Germans, so I can't. I'll be offending a lot of people.
Yeah, luckily we are Austrian, right, Keith?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, but
Well,
I think
American.
there's a pretty decent amount
Don't say
of German listeners. No, no. Also, they're ashamed of it, so I can't. That they should be. Oh my God! Cut this out because I can't make jokes about this. No. Can't you just bleep it out so we can have the actual conversation and just bleep out whatever I go too far?
Oh, that's nonsense, yeah.
Mm. Can't be making Hitler jokes and shit in here. Bleep.
So what's Ben working on? You got new projects planned for the beginning of next year? Or?
Fucking buzzkill.
Yeah, a pretty nice collaboration, I think, will be happening with David Wolkersdorfer, Daf Wolke on Instagram. He's a knife maker and how do you say it? Not goldsmith, right? It's jeweler, or the guys who work with silver and gold.
Yeah.
What's that in English? I don't know.
Yeah, jeweler.
Yeah.
Jeweler.
And we will make a knife. Other than that, I split the last batch I was working on in half, so I shipped all the custom orders on Wednesday, and we'll be finishing the batch with the retailer knives and all the rest, the color pieces, early next year, and then starting the new batch. But other than that, I'm pretty done with this. With this year, cleaning the shop tomorrow, making some, little things I have to get done, and then it's vacation time for 2 weeks finally.
So you're taking actual vacation?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going away, but yeah, I'm staying home and not working. Yeah.
Is your shop close to your home?
Half an hour by car. See, Keith?
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Half an hour.
Oh my God, he just did it. Half an hour by car. Yeah, that's correct. Keith would just be like half an hour per camel or whatever you prefer.
Yeah.
Kangaroo.
Kangaroo.
Bumpy ride.
I'm looking at that antler handle.
Yeah. The cleaver.
That's insane, yeah.
That thing was pretty. I mean, the engraver Philip Mann from Dark Sigil workshop. He had the handle for almost 1 year, and he sent me updates when he worked on it and stuff. But he had to lay. He just got the plank essentially, and then he had to lay out the design, then start engraving a course structure into it, and then refine it. But he had to make some creative pauses, and yeah, a lot of pressure in this build. The end caps are made from cast silver. He cast them, and I shaped them afterwards. So it was a pretty. I mean, the end result is amazing, but it was a lot of pressure.
How many? Can you make an estimate on how many hours are put into that entire project?
I think.
Very curious.
I think he told me, but I mean, overall, we both probably around 200, 300.
Oh my God.
I'm thinking.
This is the one that looks like the Grim Reaper, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so fucking nice, man. Did it? Oh my God.
I mean, you have to imagine we had that's always what people forget, but we had to talk about a project in the first place, and that's a lot of communication. That's a lot of time. We met. Then he cast the silver. He had to get the course material, the silver blank, so to say. I made the end caps, the handle blank overall, and then assemble it and bring it back to him. And then he had it for 1 year. So all that before was, was included there also. and then the knife stand forged from one piece. I mean, it's not a lot, but it all adds up, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
And the
man,
end
it's
caps on
crazy.
those are crazy.
The guy did a great job.
Yeah.
You did too. Did you do the fit up?
Yeah. So the fit up was done. At the beginning, I forged the blade. I make the tank construction, handle fit up, and then I assembled the blade. And then once that was all done, the stand was there also for alignment and all that, because I wanted to have the blade elevate parallel to the surface it's standing on, right? So that was all done, and then the knife essentially was finished on my end, and then the handle went to him, and from then on it was 1 year. That's
Isn't that like also the final assembly and stuff? Right? It's scary to hold a handle like that.
yeah, 100%. I dropped handles before, and you can imagine. I mean, silver
Yeah.
is soft. If I
Yeah.
dropped that heavy handle, because the moose ivory is super
done.
dense. If I dropped it, the engraving is done. I mean, he probably could have fixed it then, but it's nerve wracking.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Is that one sold already?
Yeah, actually, it's sold before before Abe put it in the online shop. So Abe has a few connections. He has a few special customers. I think he approaches when he
Yep.
thinks he got something to that taste, and it actually sold before he even put it in the online shop. So we were very happy that happened, because we
Nice.
expected that one to sit for a while since it's so expensive.
Mm. Nice. Good connection with Abe.
Yeah, I mean, he's just, I mean, what can I say? The best in the game, I'd say.
Yeah, he was at the knife show where I met you, I think, but I didn't get to meet him. He had just left the table.
No, that was Peter from
Uh,
Modern Cooking in Bavaria.
Ah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
But Abe visited Austria once when Tobias Hangler had the bachelor party, and then Abe visited, and for the Gold Vein project, David Wolkersdorfer, who worked on it, Tobias Hangler, and Abe, and I were wanted to meet, but David got sick, so he wasn't there. But yeah, Abe actually visited Austria. I don't think 2 years ago, somewhat like that.
So what does Tobias Hangler do for a bachelor party?
Oh, this is a good one. Good question,
Yeah.
man. Jesus.
His brother, they are very, how do you say it, sportive guys. Very,
Yeah.
and he just organized everything around it. We drove go-karts at first, and then we went up a mountain to a mountain. You know, how do you say it? It's a Berghütte mountain, like a restaurant, or
Yeah.
but
Like a cabin.
yeah,
on the-
mountain cabin,
on the
but where
mountain.
you can drink beer and all that. And then we slept there and drank a lot. It was crazy. I didn't puke for once, but I was close to it.
Sounds fun. Sounds fun. So no hookers and cocaine and like they do in Vegas.
Oh, we fucked Tobias, but other than that,
Are we beeping that one out too? Or?
Oh man. Fuck it. You have to beep out that what I said though. That's gonna be.
Huh?
Yeah.
Is that just for the Patreons? The unedited version?
No. But then again, man, like fuck it. I don't really care.
Yeah, Tobias is gonna be a dad soon.
yep.
Ooh. For the first time?
Yep.
Yep.
Wow.
Less
You're
shop
fucked.
time. That's what it means.
You're fucked.
He is quite a
Oh my
workload, as far
God.
as I know.
Yeah.
Hmm.
How many kids do you have, Ben? You have
Two
two, right?
boys, yes, 4 and 7. It's demanding.
Are they gonna make knives too?
I don't know. The older one is pretty handy with some, with some crafty stuff, I'd say.
Hmm?
Yeah.
But I don't care, to be honest. I just think they will find a
They're-
way. And
how old are they?
4 and 7.
Yeah, well, they only break shit. They're not creating anything.
Oh yeah, they break a lot of
Especially
shit,
the
but
four. Yeah.
they break a lot of shit too. Yeah, that's right. No, but the older one loves to visit me in the shop. He always asks for it.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
but I mean, I barely have time for that. It's dangerous for one, and you have to be on his toes every minute.
Yeah, it's horrible having your kid in the shop at that age. It's like anvils and everything is just at the right height for them to bump into everything or... Oh, man, yeah.
But he loves it.
Yeah, they always do.
Of course. It's dangerous.
Yeah. Awesome.
I got two girls, 14 and 16 right now.
Damn. How old are you, Keith?
Yeah.
Terrible
Hello,
age,
man.
man. I imagine having daughters and then at that age, I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 44, Ben.
Okay. Damn.
So-
You look
Yeah.
younger.
I look good, I know. It's the gator piss, right?
A little sip
Wrinkles
every
out.
morning. Yeah.
No, but my oldest just started getting into tattooing. She bought a tattoo gun about a year
Okay.
ago.
Oh,
So
she testing on
I
you?
wanted to say it.
she did. I did let her do one on my foot about 6 months ago.
Was it
but,
my logo?
No, it was a
Oh.
knife. but she was like the first time that she did it on actual skin, not the fake test ones. And I think she didn't push hard enough to get. She was afraid it was gonna hurt me or something. So that
Your
lasted
foot is
about.
also a very stupid idea to put it there, Keith.
Yeah, well,
that's
then
like-
nobody sees it. So
The thinnest skin that you have.
Huh.
no, about a month and a half, and then you really can't even see anything anymore. There's a couple dots that are dark, but other than that, it disappeared.
Should let her practice like in your neck or something.
Face.
Yeah, face
Yeah.
tattoo.
Yeah.
Mike
Nice.
Tyson on the side of your face.
Yeah. Good idea. Very good idea. How old are you, Ben?
35.
35. That's the right age.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah. I'm 35.
Okay. Yeah.
Also.
Yeah. Now it makes sense.
Two young guys.
You're an old fart, Keith.
I know.
You're almost 50.
Almost.
Yeah.
So are you going to night shows, Ben?
I was at one only so far. It was a small one in Bavaria where I met Keith. And other than that, I mean, it was only a small one, and I knew what was coming, and I knew I probably wouldn't like it, but that really confirmed it, because I was thinking, as long as I didn't try it, I couldn't really say that I don't like it. But I really don't. It's so stressful. I mean, I like meeting with other makers and talking to them, but I really dislike the whole customer, talking to the customer all day thing. It drained me. It was horrible.
But do you like knife shows, like to visit?
I didn't either, because I don't really have much time for that. But I would enjoy that, I
Makes
guess.
sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried to get him to go to Solingen, but he was only halfway through the show, and he told me he's never doing the show again.
No, I think when the kids are older, I'm looking forward to maybe a Blade show, or maybe Solingen. But now that the kids are small, it's just and it doesn't pay off either. I mean, really, for me, it's just
No.
Yeah.
for the fun of it, and I'm not having fun at them. So
Does it pay off, Keith? I've never been to one before. Like, does it pay off for a knife material shop?
For knife material, I would say 100%. It's definitely pays
Yeah.
off. As a
Like
knife,
like the actual show itself pays for everything
Yeah.
you. Okay.
Yeah.
And
It's-
then
it's
all
a-
the contacts you
Yeah, exactly.
make. Yeah.
But it's definitely is a lot of work getting set up though. Like for soling, and I start like probably 2 months beforehand. You got to go over all your inventory and make sure you got enough stuff cut, and
Yeah, I
in
don't
between
like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
And the first day is pretty stressful setting up and getting ready.
I'm just taking 3 things. That's it.
This time I'm going the night before so I can set up Friday, get started on it Friday night.
Are you taking gator piss?
I am.
Okay, then I won't. I'm just gonna look for 13 other vendors. That's what I'm gonna do.
So you'll let Grandpa do all the work?
That's right.
I-
I gotta drive 8 hours there. He's like 2 hours away.
Yeah. You should put like a cart behind your truck or whatever you're driving, and then like put the big bin of gator pits on there. You know,
I'd have to get big
people
stickers
just people can just fill their bottles and whatever.
Eating through the plastic bottle.
I had some major fuckery in the beginning, man, with the gator piss. I think there's like at least 15 DHL trucks and all the
With
other
big holes
trucks
in
like
the- in the
completely
floor.
fucking rotten away right now. It was terrible.
Yeah, when mine came, it was the box was like a little bit wet, only on the inside though.
Yeah, that was the first time. Then I was like, oh man, that's gonna be fine. But then I got like, everyone sent me a message like, oh, it's completely fucked, and then because like when it drips a little inside the box, it just makes the box looks like it's a million years old right away. It's all moldy and blue and ugh, it's gross.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I messaged you that just so you know, so that you wouldn't get banned from DHL.
Yeah. That was the first sign, and then 3 other people messaged me also. I was like, oh fuck, because I sent out like 40 cans or something. It was such a shit
What
show.
was the mistake?
The lids
The
were
wrench.
no good.
Oh.
Yeah, the lids were no
There's
good.
there's like a special wrench you can buy to tighten them down.
I noticed yours was tight, Keith.
Yes, very
Yeah.
tight.
Yeah, you really need to tighten that shit up, because then it pops something and then it's like stuck in there or something. I don't know. There's like a. You used my cans, or did you? Because maybe I'm talking out of my ass if you use different cans, by the way.
No, I used the same ones.
Yeah,
5
the
liter
same
cans.
ones. Yeah, and they have that rubber thing inside, and you really need to.
It
Tighten
kind
it.
of like ratchets down on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to open Keith's, and first time I was thinking, well, and then I tried a second time. Then pants were a little wet, and then I really had to take a glove because my hands were hurting because I'm a little bitch. But then I got it to work. had to u- had I don't had I didn't have to use tools, so then I'm getting it out.
Yeah. It was better than the other way around, where you get like a fluffy blue-green box,
Yeah.
all wet and sompy with that gator piss.
Definitely.
No good. Some guy had his porch it leaked all over his porch. Shit.
Oh man. And
And I was like, "Fuck it, I'm not selling cans anymore." So we went the other
he
route.
didn't make you pay for it.
No, thank God. I just said like, I think the shipping company it's their fault. They threw it around or something.
Well, good that you're talking on a podcast about it. Then
We can bleep everything out,
can we?
right?
Beep.
Just magically beep it out.
Mm. I blame the shipping company. I don't mind saying that. It was their fault. I mean, it's not like those cans. Like you can put them like on the side and nothing will leak out. You still have to throw the shit out of that box, which they always love to do.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
I sent out 2, sets of fire bricks for the Apollo Forge this week.
Yeah.
Both got completely fucked over. It's like they use it as a fucking
They
football.
break easy.
Yeah, but I have it set up like it's more like a drop shipping thing because I don't want to move around all those bricks. Basically, I'm a lazy bastard. I don't wanna like move all those bricks. So I made a deal with a local company, and they just send out the bricks for me when you order the bricks from me. But man, they pack it like the first one. They just packed it like they just stacked bricks in a box, and they didn't put anything in between, like maybe a little cardboard or something. I was like, dude, that's not gonna fucking work. You need to like wrap that shit up very tightly, and then they did, and they actually did a good job, and then it still got there completely screwed over.
But don't they have a lot of
They have
experience with that?
They have, and they said like we need to send it by pellet. I said you don't have to because it's doable. You just need to put some extra effort into wrapping it up.
Yeah.
But then they didn't. So basically, they did what I asked, send it by just through the postal service. But then they didn't. They just stacked it into a box the first time, and the second time, they did exactly what I said, and it still got fucked. So we're gonna go over to sending them by pallet now.
Maybe they.
I had
Yes,
one. I had one delivery one time with a vise. So the vise comes in like 2 pieces in a box wrapped in bubble wrap and everything, and the vise got sent to the guy, and he refused and sent it back to me. And when I got it, it looked like somebody had tied a string to the back of that car and dragged it down the street or something. It was like,
The returns are even worse.
yeah,
I don't know if they have a special kind of dickhead on those trucks or something, but it's just terrible.
it probably fell through the hole in the floor from the gator piss in the piston truck and
Maybe.
got dragged down the
Yeah,
road.
maybe.
Returns get lost a lot too, because the driver assumes since it's a return that no one cares for it, and then they'll
Yeah.
steal it.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like the returns. And it's also, I had, now we're going to go on a tangent, whining about postal services, but I sent out, I think it was 4 or 5 shipments to Sweden, and they all got mixed up. Like the MK knives got this, and it was for another guy, and then that guy got 2 packages from 2 other guys. It was, I don't know what the fuck happened there, but it looks like they just put the wrong address on everything or something. I don't know what happened, but it took me like 5 weeks in total to communicate to everyone, like, you send this one to this guy, you send that one to that guy, and then 2 of them got completely missing, so I sent out 2 more,
Yeah.
and then magically they show up. So now they both have double.
Huh.
So whatever you do, don't ever start a knife making supply shop.
Yep.
It's horrible.
Did you ever have anything get lost in the mail, Ben? One of your knives that you sent out or anything?
Yeah.
Isn't
I
that
wanna
so
jinx it.
scary?
Actually, not too many. I mean, I lost a few sires in customs duty. That's especially in the USA. But that's an interesting story. A customer of mine explained that to me later on. First, they just got lost, and for 80 euros, I'm not messing around. I don't even write UPS. It was at the time, because the communication will take so long that it's not worth the time.
Yeah.
But then I later learned a customer sent me a newspaper article where they showed the cocaine packages from the cartels sent from, I don't know, probably Mexico or whatever, to the USA, and they weld the cocaine into thick black plastic. And my sires, my knife sheaths,
Okay.
are made from
Yeah.
PE plastic. So and they were always at the customs duty. They were always writing me emails. What's that? And I had to describe them in detail. They didn't care for the knife, which is far more expensive. They always asked about the
I
size.
thought you were sending cocaine.
Yeah, they're wondering what's that Austrian cocaine about.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
Oh, Lord.
So that was interesting. And then one time I lost the knife, or it was stuck in customs duty for some reason. And then they said, I've got 2 weeks to, resolve something, or it will be essentially, they'll get rid of it. Communication back and forth, totally confusing over about 2 months. And then after that time, some random guy via email reached out asking me about this knife he got, and what it is and what I can tell him about it. And it was that knife that was stuck in customs, I thought. Turns out they sold it through pallet auction, unopened packages, and a random guy bought it by chance, a whole pallet, opened it up, recognized or found me via Google. Through the Maker's Mark, and then reached out, and I told him, dude, I mean, I get your story, and you legally bought that knife from your point of view, obviously, but if you would be so kind to send me that one back, I'll make you another one for free, because the one he got was one of the stainless steel Sun mice, so way more expensive, and the guy had no clue anyways. And I explained, I mean, it wasn't bad intent from me, but I explained the whole situation to him, and that it was that. And I'd make him normal knives, under air quotes, for free as a thank you. And he was super thankful for that, and I got the knife back. But that was
God.
crazy.
Imagine if he...
And you know what?
Yeah, that's a
I
crazy
got the
story.
money from UPS back as well. Those fuckers.
Oh, you sold it twice.
Of course. I mean...
Yep. Nope. Totally. That's. I love it when that happens, because sometimes it does happen. I'll just say that out here as well. Sometimes the package eventually turns up and it was insured and you got the money, and I'm like, yes, finally.
Yeah.
I got something back of them.
Yeah. No, I have no bad conscience about that either.
But so no, me neither, never. But when what's interesting to me, because you insured the shipment?
Yeah. I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, it went to Abe. It had a problem. The knife had some, I don't know, scratches or whatever, and he sent it back, and there it got stuck somehow. So it was something like that. But yeah, it was insured, of course.
Okay, but the I don't know how that works for you guys, but sometimes the maximum amount of that you can, like, over here you only insure what you paid for it. And you have to show what you pay for it.
Yeah, but in that case, I mean, I'm telling you what I'm doing in the future. But back then I was green behind my ears and didn't have the experience. Since I'm producing the goods, I'm writing the invoice and I'm saying how much it is worth. Back then I sent them the original invoice and said that's what it's worth. In the future, and I talked to a friend of mine, he's a lawyer, especially in that department of shipping and stuff, and he said write a pro forma or an invoice what you think it should be worth. I mean, they don't really care. They are handing that to their insurance too, and they're just a middleman at that point. They don't care either. You can write whatever invoice you want.
but the thing, like for me as a shop, let's say, I have to, they only pay me what I paid for the materials. So if I buy like a Revolution, the Revolution grinder, and they only pay me for the steel parts that I bought, which is jack shit.
If you have an invoice that you sold it to a customer and it got lost in the mail, you should be getting the total amount back.
Nope. That's not how they do it here, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, I wonder if they would even recognize if you just write yourself an invoice or something like that, or send them a pro forma. I mean, maybe just try.
It's all linked to the products on the web shop, like in Shopify and everything. So it's pretty. when I think about it, it's pretty lame actually.
I mean, only thing I can tell you from my experience and over here, of course, I'm not fucking around anymore, and that's what my friend told me as well. He said in the future, if
That's good.
something gets lost, don't ever communicate a lot with them. Say what you want. If they decline, directly threaten them with suing them, and then off to the lawyer. I have insurance for that, and I don't care anymore. And that's exactly how I'm approaching it, and it works the best actually, because communicating via email with them, they just drag you, into the future. They just will, they will ask you.
It's ridiculous. Show me this. Show me this. Show
and
me
you
that,
don't have
show
to
me
show
this,
them.
me-
They have to prove to you what happened wrong if they lose the package. You're not accountable to them in any way. You're the customer here,
gonna
and
try
they
this.
lose your package,
I'm
and
gonna
you're
try this
saying,
one.
Yeah.
give me that package back
Exactly,
or
yeah.
pay for it. And if they ask you questions, they can fuck themselves.
Yeah, all the questions they ask you, they already know it all. They have it in the computer. They're just wasting time.
Exactly, and
Just trying to aggravate you enough that you just give up.
And
Yeah.
last time I had that,
Pretty
and
much.
I threatened them with suing them, the issue was resolved way quicker.
I bet.
It's so American of you.
I know.
Unfortunately, not all of us have lawyers, though.
Yeah, it kind of sounds American.
Yeah, I'll sue you. It is pretty American to sue the living oblivion out of someone.
I mean, I never sued actually, but the threat of it is enough. And I
Yeah.
mean, you just have to know where you stand regarding your rights and your
it's-
obligations.
Yeah. When you think about it, it's fucking ridiculous that they make you go through that. Because whenever it's like something small, and then when something small, I mean everything under 150 euros, I'm like, fuck it. It's not even worth the hassle.
Yeah.
I had to spend like 2 hours in total to communicate back and forth. If you count all those minutes, it'll turn into an hour very quickly.
Yeah, that sucks for such small things. I know.
So I'm not even doing it half of the time, which is fucking insane.
Austrian Post is good with that. Austrian Post is pretty easy. They so far they always paid me without any issues.
Okay, well, I'll have to dig into
It still
that.
takes forever, though.
Yeah, but they don't ask questions. It's
Well,
like
I don't
they
care
don't
about
care
the
about the money.
No, I don't care about the time it takes. I just want the full amount back. Okay, it's if I send something that's worth 700 euros and I have it insured for 1,000, I just want the 700.
Yeah.
You know, don't try to fucking ask me because I know how to because I have a good product that I buy the materials cheap and I combine them and I sell them expensive. It's ridiculous to only give me the actual
The net worth.
how do you say that?
Material
the net worth
costs.
of it. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I mean, next time try to send them an invoice you made, just a pro forma, nothing
Yeah.
that binds you legally. Just it's what you as a company say it's worth. That's all it is. But other than that, I'd go the round of insuring it lower then, because if you only get that what you paid for it, I'd only insure it for that insured for that amount. Then you pay less shipping and
Oh, but the problem is that amount it's only like 30 cents less or more or something.
Oh, okay.
So I just click on the phone
Yeah, okay.
all the time.
Yeah, okay then.
But if for some things it's only like I think it's like international shipping. For me, I can only insure it to 500 euros.
Yeah, with some shippers. I mean, I'm with FedEx. I can insure up to 40,000 euros, I think, or something like that.
It's FedEx.
Yeah, but that stuff is so expensive. I think.
Yeah, it is ridiculously expensive. But then again, if you ship something that's worth like 1,500 euros or something,
Yeah.
and you only get 500 if they lose it, then it's ridiculous. I cannot even imagine how fucking nervous I would be setting out a very expensive knife. Ugh.
Yeah, I mean it's fully
Gross.
insured. The big problem really is that the customer has to wait until the
Yeah, I mean,
the shipping company cleared it. right? Because before
Yeah.
that, I don't know if the customer really took it, but scammed me or tried to scam me. Before that, I don't know.
Yeah, you have
anything.
those as well. I don't know how that is in the knife business, but you just know it happens when people say they don't have something, and then the fucking shipping company sends me like they sign for it. There's a photo of the thing lying somewhere,
Yeah.
There's a photo of the box with it. I'm like, dude, you got it.
Yeah.
But then again, you can't. 9 out of 10 times, I just send him another one. Just to be
I've
sure.
never had that happen yet.
What do you mean?
Somebody say that they didn't get it. That they didn't get the
I've
package.
had it. Yeah, I've had it. I've had it with a complete revolution. Before, yeah, that's some fuckery, man. Because that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you're not really sure about then again, if you're wrong, and then you're completely fucking them over if you don't settle it. So
Yeah, but when you send a revolution, they have to sign for it when they get it, right?
but there's stories of people just, the shipping people just because they ran out of time or whatever, they throw the box somewhere and just pretend they signed.
They actually, since COVID, you really don't have to sign for anything anymore.
Oh. Well, yeah, because that meant instant death if you sign something.
So we're at an hour
Yeah.
and 17 minutes.
It's time.
It's time, I think. What do you think,
It's
Ben?
time.
What?
time.
Are you ending it?
Is it time?
I think so, yeah.
No, there's one skit. You're
What's
forgetting
that?
about my skit, you fucking asshole.
Man, I was hoping you would forget.
Yeah. No.
Dementia of the grandpa.
So which one of you would like to go first?
Ben was raising
Yeah,
his
yeah,
hand.
right. I did.
Okay. Well, would you rather have sandpaper hands and be forced to pleasure yourself once a week forever, or have no genitals at all?
Sandpaper.
Sandpaper
100%.
hands? Yeah, that doesn't even sound too bad, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not feeling anything down there anyway, so I could use that.
Keith, what would you do?
I would take the sandpaper hands too.
Yeah, man, no genitals. That's like, well, I was gonna make it. You would be like cheered upon by the entire world if you have no genitals, probably.
You would get everything for free.
Actually, yeah, everything. Nice rainbow stickers and.
But
shit.
I wouldn't care. I wouldn't want it.
No, me neither.
Oh.
Okay. There's another one. Keith,
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah,
I like this one.
I bet you do.
Yeah. Would you rather eat a small piece of cat shit or pop a zit on someone's butt cheek with your mouth?
The cat shit.
Oh my god, cat shit is so gross.
Oh, of course it is. But it's better than biting somebody's ass pimples.
How big is the piece of cat shit?
It's
Yeah,
like
I
a
mean,
small is relative.
Yeah.
What is small?
Like a strawberry size.
Damn, that's big.
Oh man. It's so gross. I think I would pop the zit.
Yeah, I too. I think so too.
You're both gonna bite somebody's ass.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
maybe it's a beautiful
one, just
person.
one, and you don't have to eat it. You can just let it run out of your mouth right away.
Right.
Like, come on, Keith.
Nasty.
You're so-
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Good night.
Bye.